What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Cemetery Explorations. Today we're at Hollywood Forever Cemetery in Los Angeles, California, one of the most star-studded cemeteries in the country. Now, today we're going to visit the final resting place of Judy Garland, so let's go take a look. Judy Garland was one of the most iconic characters in film history. She was probably best known as playing Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. She's laid to rest in a mausoleum just over here, and I'm going to take you in to show you in a second. I've always been interested in this grave. It's Pete Stanley, and as you can see, he has a piano right here. As Pete Stanley, the Piano Man. This one's just outside of the Judy Garland Pavilion. Now, for a little bit of background, Judy Garland, she was born Frances Ethel Gum. She was born June 10th, 1922 in Grand Rapids, Minnesota, and became one of the biggest stars in Hollywood history. Now, she only lived to be 47 years old. She passed away in 1969 in London, England, of a barbiturate overdose. But she was laid to rest in New York, and her body was exhumed, and she was brought back here to Hollywood Forever Cemetery to be laid to rest here. Now, a little more background. Judy Garland started performing as a child with her two elder sisters. They were in a vaudeville group called the Gum Sisters, and she was signed to an MGM as a teenager. She appeared in more than 24 films for MGM, including The Wizard of Oz, Meet Me in St. Louis, The Harvey Girls, Easter Parade, Summer Stock. She was frequently on screen with Mickey Rooney, Gene Kelly, and she was married quite a few times, I believe 5 times, but she had a very, very long, interesting career. Now, she received the Academy Award nomination for her performance in A Star is Born in 1954 and in Judgment at the Nuremberg in 1961. Now, she also hosted her own Emmy nominated TV series, The Judy Garland Show, in 1963 and 1964. And at the age of 39, Judy Garland became the youngest and first female recipient of the Cecil B. DeMille Award for Lifetime Achievement. Now, she also recorded studio albums, and she was a larger than life star. Judy Garland was one of the most iconic names in Hollywood history. That did not come without various struggles, though, because Judy Garland had some mental health issues. She had financial issues. She owed a lot of back taxes, and then she also struggled with substance abuse issues. Now, she ended up passing away in 1969 in London in her flat, and she was brought back to New York. She was originally buried in New York, but then she was brought over here to Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Well, that's all we have for you for today. Hopefully, you enjoyed today's episode of Cemetery Explorations. Thanks for joining, and we'll catch you on the next one.